Hello, it is 2:14. I thought that this event would start at 2, but again, I had issues with Facebook. So odd. I set it up in advance, and then I just can't go live, so I don't understand what the issue is. But I'm here now. I'll wait a few minutes to see if people can find me, and I apologize again that it was delayed. So when you're here, if you could just log on and let me know, and I'll just hold on and wait to see if people can find me or not. The date is Wednesday, May the 20th. It is now, it's only 2:14, and let me know when you arrive. And I'll just wait a little bit patiently. What I thought that I would do is I was just going to talk about a tip to make your life a little bit more fulfilling, I guess. I have a tip I was going to share, and then I had some Oracle cards I was going to pull, and then I was going to do some mini readings. So just let me know if you've signed in, and I apologize for the delay. I had to rebook this event. It just didn't seem to work. It just doesn't like when I try and book it in advance. So I'm just trying to see if I can see anybody right now. I'm going to go on my PC to see if I can see any logins there. Let me just see here. So please say hello if you're online. And just let me know. Logins there. So I'll just hold on, let me know if you can see or hear me. I see a few people logged in, but I just can't see. Oh, there you go. So when I look, there we go. Hi, Dalina, how are you? I think I saw Larissa Black. How are you? Thank you for logging in, just so I know somebody's here, because I've been having a heck of a time with logging into this event. Why? I have no idea. I don't know if I have to do some updates. If you have any questions, could you just post them for me in the chat box? We'll see if anyone's able to chat. Oh, hi, Alex. How are you? Nice to see you. If you have any questions about mediumship, metaphysical topics, please write in the chat box and I'll see how I can answer that for you. I'll just share a little bit while I'm waiting for people to maybe put in a comment. Oh, Alex joining for the first time. Awesome, welcome. What I want to chat about. So my name's Wendy D'Angelo. I'm an evidential medium. I'm also a mediumship development teacher, and as well, I'm teaching healing, and I'm looking forward to setting up a workshop for doing soul readings in June. So look for that on my website. I'm just finishing up my mediumship development classes with my students who are just awesome. So if you're interested in that, just look for an update. I haven't decided when I'll do another session for beginners and intermediate students. I offer mediumship services as well as soul readings, healing. I do intuitive pet healing. So I do a variety of things, as well as mentoring one-on-one. So check out my website and have a look. Maybe you'll be interested in trying something. Let me know, does anybody have any questions they'd like to share? If not, I have a topic I was going to talk about. So I'll just told you a little bit about me. The event's about 60 minutes long, so I'll go after 2 o'clock since it was a late start. What I've been doing my last few events is I've just been talking about tips to kind of make the most of your day, to be more fulfilled in your day-to-day life. And these are tips for mediums as well as people that perhaps aren't mediums or do mediumship for themselves, personal medium. So one of the tips I wanted to talk about was how important plants are in your environment and how conducive they are to just improving, uplifting the energy in your household. So they're just so important. I talk to my plants every day. I'm very proud of my orchids. I have 2 orchids that are flowering right now. They're just so beautiful. Every day I go and see them. I give them a little chat. I make sure they've got enough water. I have plants throughout my whole house. So just consider that plants do raise your frequency. They improve oxygen. They bring joy and beauty into your household, ward off negative chi. They do all those things. So if you don't have plants in your home, you might want to consider to get a few plants. They're a great addition to your inside as well as your outside, your backyard patio, your front yard. So I'm so excited this time of year to be able to do all my gardening. So plants take on a variety of roles. One role is energetic clearing and protection. So think of sage and how we burn sage to clear and cleanse objects or space or each other. Oh, I'm so sorry. My dog's barking. I have to get him down. Just give me one moment. I'm so sorry about that. I've got a senior dog and he has trouble seeing, so I have to get him up and down off the bed. So I was just gonna, I was just talking about, thinking about sage and how we use that for clearing and protection, as well as lavender is excellent to promote peace and it purifies the air and it just smells good. The snake plant, I have a snake plant, I think almost in every room. I love my snake plants. They're good guardian plants and they protect and ward off negative chi and entrances. So that and they're very easy to grow. Like sometimes I don't water them forever and they're still doing really well. And they're easy to kind of separate and make into multiple plants. That's what I've been doing. So that's a snake plant. Snake plants are also really good because they have a higher oxygen level. So they're great to have in your bedroom or somewhere near the bed. So they just make deeper sleep and make the air quality much more improved. So that's snake plant. Plants are also good for attracting prosperity and positive vibes. So think about a money plant. I've got a money plant that's for financial success. They say in the southeast corner is the best place to place a money plant, a jade plant, another plant, a symbol of wealth, prosperity, and friendship. I have my jade plant and I've learned that it really likes some humidity. So I saved him. He was losing some of his leaves. So I've got a humidifier right by him and he seems really happy now. I'm checking in on him every day. Lucky bamboo is also really good for inviting luck, health and happiness. So those are a few plants to think about. And plants are also spiritual teachers and they're healers. They give us guidance, healing, insights. So think about roses. Roses are the highest vibration of love. They help us to open up our heart chakra. Think about sacred plants like ayahuasca and tobacco are used in ceremonies to commune with the divine or connect with the spirit world. And there's many, many more. I'm just mentioning a few. And then think about plants and their energy. And plants do detect joy and stress, etc. And they do respond to their environment, to care, of course, and intention, even sound. There's certain frequencies that plants give off and respond to. And there's all kinds of tests that have been done where you have 2 plants. So one plant, you just direct negative energy toward it. And then the other plant, it's all positive energy. And the one receiving the positive energy grows better and is healthier, larger leaves, etc. There's also some Spiritual plants, they're quite good, which are peace lilies. So they encourage tranquility and peace of mind. I think I have at least 2 peace lilies. They are beautiful. They don't like too much sun, I've learned. Also, orchids are associated with love and refined mind and fertility. And again, I love my orchids. I'm just so excited when they bloom. So plants do a variety of things. They improve the air quality, the humidity, reduce stress, noise reduction. They help with productivity and focus. So having a plant in your study is really good. They bring joy into your environment. There's that whole energy of growth and abundance, and they do improve the mood. So plants do so many things. One of my favorite things is to go to the garden center and just walk around and look at all the plants. I'd like to purchase every single one, but just consider plants and what they can add to your home, add to your life, help with your vibration. Very, very important. I even have a list here. I made a list of different locations and what plant would be helpful. So, for example, to have a calm, restful bedroom, if not the snake plant for the increase in oxygen, the peace lily would be really good. It thrives in low light and it brings a calming presence and purifies the air. So that's a peace lily. Kitchen. What a perfect place to grow herbs, right? Mint, rosemary, thyme. It's that grounding energy, and it's right there to help you when you want to cook. So herbs are perfect in the kitchen. Bathroom, Boston ferns, because they love the humidity. They help to purify the air. In a living room, a rubber plant, the deep green, again, the grounding, air purifying, great for corners. I have 2 rubber plants. They're doing so well. They love where I've placed them. House plant, home office, rosemary would be really good. And the scent of rosemary, I use rosemary essence. And rosemary is really good for improved memory and concentration. I also use peppermint a lot. Peppermint just makes me feel happy. It reminds me of Christmas and candy canes. So that's another one of my favorites. Entryway jade plant's really good, associated with good fortune, prosperity. Sorry, I couldn't say that word. Yeah, so those are a few plants and a few different places where you could place them in your home to purify it. And I was just out in my garden outside, and my plan for my garden is I did a lot of colors. So colors right now that are important for me are pinks, the heart chakra. So I planted a lot of pink flowers, and I planted yellow flowers, which are the solar plexus or intuition. And I do have a lot of white, and I have some purple. So I really think about energy and the chakras when I plant flowers outside my home. I always plant ones that I'm attracted to, not ones I'm supposed to plant, but ones that draw my attention to them. Did anyone have any question? I'm not an expert on plants, but did anyone have any questions about plants or about mediumship in general? I'd be happy to answer that. I'm not sure if I'm getting messages. I'm on both places, so I'm looking at my cell phone and on my computer here. My computer, I seem to get messages. Let me just see if I can find any more questions. Any questions at all? It's going to be challenging again. That means I'll be doing readings and I won't be getting any feedback. But what I wanted to do today, I'm kind of leaning more towards healing today than mediumship. And healing's quite different from mediumship, the tools you use, etc. So, have you ever gotten a spirit message from a plant, Larissa? You know what? It's funny that spirit message. I get more energy messages. So when I go and I talk to my orchids, they're bringing joy and they're bringing peace, and it just feels like a connection, like we're on the same wavelength. If that makes sense. And it sends like I'm thanking them for the joy and the beauty they're bringing into the home, and they're thanking me for the energy and the light and the nourishment that I give them. But Larissa, that's a cool idea. I have to try that. I do get connections, like when I go out in nature or the forest, I am drawn to trees, and trees might say things like, you know, I'm the oldest. I've gotten this quite a lot. I'll find the oldest tree or the biggest tree in the forest, and they'll just share a little bit of wisdom with me. And they'll talk about kind of their role in the forest and what they do. So I have that kind of thing. I haven't had them necessarily connect with a spirit communicator. Sometimes there might be, what do you call them? Like, I forget what you call them now. Kind of like, you know, like elves and fairies and things like that. They can be connected to trees and plants. Sometimes you're aware of them. But I do know, I can feel when like a plant needs something. I'm just drawing to the plant. It might mean they just need more light, less light. I haven't watered them. They have to be put in another pot. Those kind of messages that I get from plants. And, you know, plants are really like, for example, when I got married, the plants I chose were very specific on purpose. My grandma taught me a lot about plants. When I'm near plants, it reminds me of my grandma. My grandma always had purple irises, which I love. So my flower in my bouquet was purple irises. Another flower that connects with my grandma is lily of the valley. And my daughter's getting married in October, and she's going to have lily of the valley in her bouquet. And I thought, oh, that's so beautiful. It directly connects me with my grandma, my daughter, and like the whole you know, feminine line, the female line of the family. So that's just so beautiful. Yeah, but that's something I'm going to think about. I'm trying to think of any communicators have brought plant. They'll bring through flowers. So I'll use flower symbols in my mediumship. So for example, a sunflower means something specific to me. A white rose means something. A yellow rose means something. So spirit communicators are aware of the symbols that I use. So they'll just kind of connect in with my symbols to give me the evidence they want me to bring forward to their loved one. So it does work that way for me. Yeah, I'm just, you know, and then of course, you know, you get signs and things from animals outside and lots of birds. Yeah, just had it. My hummingbird friend came back. So I was so pleased I put out the feeder just in time. Any other questions? But thank you, Larissa. That was a really good question. So usually for me, the message from plants is about them. They're talking about themselves. Any other questions at all? And then what I'm going to do is, I've mentioned this Power of Surrender cards, which I love. It says to transform your life by letting go. So what is it you need to let go? What do you need to let go of? And I think a full moon's coming up soon. Might be the end of the month. I haven't looked that up recently. So what I'm going to do is so I know I have a few people, so I'm just writing down the names. I have Larissa, I have Delina, Alex, I think I still have Sarah, because nothing's moving on my screen, so I don't know if you're still here or not. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to have to use my intuition on this. I'm going to pick a card for you and just give you a little bit of a message about what you need to surrender to live your very best life. So I'm going to go with Larissa Black first. She was the first name I wrote down. So, and I'll see if I get a mediumship connection. I'll let you know. But right now, this is more kind of intuitive. So let's see what just comes through. And I'm just going to wait to see when I feel like I need to stop for Alyssa. Oh, there's Diana. So I'll ask Diane. I'll add Diana to my list. So my intention, I'm just putting in a message that Larissa most needs to hear right now for her highest good. And then I'm just going to wait till I feel, okay, awesome. All right. Lovely. So for Larissa, this is the message I got for you. I just want, look at that beautiful tree. Isn't that beautiful? And it says, surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. That was really important. Let me repeat that. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. And if you remember, I always talk about self-development, doing trauma work is so important because there's beliefs that you've taken on as a child, not knowing any better, and you bring this into your adulthood. And these can be things that are holding you back in your relationships today. So it's always important, I think, to do some kind of reflection or journaling on, what are my beliefs? Why am I carrying these? Do they still reflect who I am? Really important. And especially if you decide to do mediumship, that's a priority. You really have to examine your beliefs to know where you're coming from in terms of your mediumship development. Then it says, then you can own your power and soar in your life. Absolutely. So to me, it almost feels like burdens or like kind of like anchors, and they're like dragging you down. And once you let go of these beliefs that no longer serve you, that weren't even your beliefs to begin with. I can give you an example for myself. So I was always told children are seen and not heard. So what did I learn? Never speak up because I don't have anything of value to say. So it took me many years to be able to kind of speak my truth. So that was a belief that I had to, and it was hard to let go of that. Let me tell you, it was like, no, not going to do that. But it was hard for me to let go of that because I was programmed as a child. If I was quiet, I was loved. If I was quiet, I was accepted. So think about some of those beliefs that you might carry, Larissa. So do a little bit of a reflection on that and see what is time to let go or even just reflect on. I'm just going to fill into that for a minute for Larissa. I wish I could get a bit of feedback here. Oh, and Diane and Sally's there. Okay. I do feel that there's some kind of limited belief that you're holding on to it, and I feel it's connected to a male. So there's a male connection with this. I feel male connection relationships. I want to say possibly, oh, that's so good. Larissa's saying, thank you so much, Wendy. What a great message. Very relevant for my life. So great, Larissa. And I'm just feeling like some kind of like a male connection with this. It might be something from father that was passed down that perhaps is kind of taking away the clarity in a relationship for your with a male right now in your life. So I just want you to think about that. I kept getting male, 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 and father. So thank you so much, Larissa. I'm just going to write down so I have Diana and Sally, just so I don't forget. Okay, lovely. So Larissa could take that. So Delina is going to be next. So if you watch what I do, I'm going to do a bit of teaching when I'm doing this. So I'm knocking on the cards because I'm clearing that energy, right? Because I just did a reading for Larissa. Now I'm putting in the intention for a message for Delina for her highest good, okay? All right, I'm just going to knock one more time. And then usually I would ask my client when to stop, but I'm just going to intuitively stop when I feel that it's the right place. Just being guided by my intuition. I know my guide's helping me too. Okay, I'm just going to, I don't want to get distracted here. I just want to feel the change, the shift. Okay, so Delina. All right, there's Delina's. Isn't that a beautiful image? Look at the white light coming from above. Divine light. It says, surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. Energy vampire. If you are energized and happy, move forward. Okay, so it's all about trusting in your inner wisdom. And I always say this, especially, you know, with healing. We have what we need to heal ourselves. We have the wisdom that we're always looking for outside of ourselves. It's within us. It's just sitting quietly, going within, trusting what you receive. And I can guarantee you will not be disappointed. What you're looking for is within. So let me just feel into this again. Okay. Listen to your body's message about a person or situation. So with Delina, I'm just feeling a lot of, feels like emotional energy. It feels like emotions. I just feel like emotions, like on the surface there. And that, I do feel too that like you're looking for support. You're looking for support. And you always have the support within from the spirit world, your loved ones in spirit, your guide. And at the same time, there are always people out there that can support you. It's just discerning the right tribe, the right group for you, Delina. Okay, so Delina was so kind. She volunteered. She was a sitter for my intermediate mediumship development group last night. I don't know if Delina's thinking of doing mediumship, but she was there. She experienced that energy and what that group is like. So maybe that was just a little bit of a lesson for you, how important it is to find your right group for support and to be authentic. The other thing for Delina, I just want you to be grounded, go for a walk, be outside, be in the calm, look at the beautiful blue sky, look at the green leaves and the buds that are budding. There's always an opportunity for growth and change. And I want you to know that. I've said this many times. Thoughts are things. Thoughts are energy. The energy you put out there returns back to you. Okay, and I'm a true believer in like meditation, sitting in the power, journaling, laughing. Just laugh. You know, find a funny movie. I don't know. I'm addicted to watching the parrots on TikTok. I just love the parrots on TikTok. They make me laugh. They're just so adorable. Whatever works for you. Looking at my beautiful orchids, my flowers bring me joy. So remember, Delina, again, surrender to the wisdom of your body. Trust in yourself, okay? Really trust in it. Have that groundedness. And that's going to give you the clarity to make the right decisions for yourself. And I don't know if you've been asking this, but I'm going to tell you, you're going to find your tribe. You're going to find your people. I just keep getting that message for you. So don't give up, okay? Allow. And you see in this image, so there's divine energy coming through. This woman is connecting with this divine wisdom by going within. Okay, I want to say that's the secret. It's so simple. It's just going within. It's a crazy, stressful world. So sometimes people find that difficult. So I hope that resonated with you, Delina. Diana said, stop it right now, Delina. That's beautiful. Diana says, I love you. I'm here for you. I guess that's for Delina, that message. That's so lovely. Yeah. I'm just, Delina, I'm, you know what? It's about faith. Okay, Delina, that's a word for you. I want you to think about that word faith and what that means. Sorry, I'm looking at the messages on my computer. So I want you to think about faith and what that means to you. Okay, will you do that for me? Okay, that's your word of the day. That's Delina's word of the day, faith. What does that mean? What does it look like? What does it feel like? How can I trust in that? How can I develop that? How will that change my day-to-day life? Okay, faith. Okay, all right. Next one. Oh, Delina said, thank you. Your group was great last night. I was thinking about joining your classes one day soon. lovely. If you choose to do that, that's good. I'm not here advertising, but I just want to give the example of finding a route. Thank you, Delina. That's very nice of you. My development students are just awesome. They've come so far. It's so rewarding to watch that. Okay, so I'm going to clear the cards now because I just spoke with Delina. Now I have Alex. Okay, so I'm just going to use my intuition. I knocked on it. I'm putting my intention in. I'm going to knock one more time. Okay. All right. Thank you. Right away, I'm just shuffling the card. I feel like Alex is waiting for something. Like waiting for an answer, waiting for it to... I just keep saying... They're waiting for something. They're waiting for something interesting. And I don't think it's this. I think it's something in their life. They're waiting for something. Okay. Something to arrive. It's like something's arriving. Something's going to arrive. Don't worry, it's arriving. Okay. There we go. Oh, this is... I need this card sometimes. I'm going to show you. Look at that beautiful staircase. And it says, surrender, procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. And again, look where the light is. You're down here, right? It's a little dark. There's a lack of clarity. Oh, should I go? Should I not? I don't know. I'm just going to hang around here. It just feels easier. It feels comfortable. And if you just look, focus, make a goal, you know directly where to go. You'll know where to go. Again, it's within. And what brings you focus and clarity? I'm going to tell you. It's meditation. It's journaling. It's grounding. It's having faith and trust. Don't put off today. Don't put off to tomorrow what you can do today. Very important saying. I'm a Gemini and we're going into Gemini this month. It's supposed to be really crazy for Gemini for the next, I think, 7 years. And I found that I just had this boost of motivation. Keep moving forward, keep moving forward. So with that, I also just want to remind you too, sometimes there's a little lull. There's a little quiet period, and that just means things are being worked out in the background. But if this is extending and you think, oh, I'm going to put that on the back burner. Oh, forget that. I'm not going to. Then there's an issue with clarity and vision, and you just got to sit down, look at your goals, break it down step by step. Even if you do once, I'm going to take 10 minutes. I'm going to do this. Do it. Get up. Have a scone and a cup of tea, and then maybe come back a little later, then continue working on that. That's the strategy that's always worked for me, a little bit at a time. If you force things, or like I'm always thinking, oh my God, I got to do this, I got to do that. I'm never going to get it all done. Oh, and I just narrow my focus to one thing, because today's been a really busy day for me. So I'm just focusing. This is what I'm doing in this current moment right now, right? When I get off this call, I get a little treat, and then I'm preparing for my beginner's class tonight. So it's one thing at a time. So I hope that helps you, Alex. Let me just see if there's anything else here. I still feel like you're waiting for something to arrive. And it's interesting, if you think about this in surrender, procrastination, so I can't say that word, and that you're waiting for something, I really do feel the underlying message is stop waiting. Pick up your bootstraps, start walking. Even if it's just a few steps, at least it's the right direction. I also want to say, Alex, it's like, don't give up, don't give up. I'm also getting, it's like you gotta laugh. I don't know if you find if you have a good laugh or you watch a comedy, you always feel better. So find ways to uplift yourself, uplift your vibration, feel joyful. And then I'm being told that the choices, the step, they'll just flow right in. It shouldn't be this difficult. It's just gonna flow right in. And again, it's your thoughts, right? I'm open to the next steps, right? I'm open to them flowing in. I don't have to be focused on this particular result because sometimes the result's supposed to even be better. That's why you're stuck. You can't even imagine what it should be. So just don't focus on the results too much. One step in front of the other. And I hope that resonates with you, Alex. Oh, and who's Diana? Hi, Diana. Diana's saying, yes, just do it, Alex. Oh, Alex, I'll try to. Thank you. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Joy, joy, joy. You gotta laugh. Please laugh. 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 I just keep getting laugh. Be outside, laugh. Like a really good, like a belly laugh and go, wow, isn't life incredible? Like it's just a simple thing like this can bring so much joy. It's just like, I can just feel that with you. So give that a try, Alex. Thank you for being here. I think this was your first time. So I'm going to clear the cards, and this one's for Sarah. I hope she's still here. She might have to listen to this later when I post it on my YouTube. Okay. So I'm just going to clear the cards, and my intention is to get a message for Sarah for her very highest good. Okay. Let me just do that one more time. Just want to make sure I'm in the zone here. Okay. For Sarah, what does she most need to hear at this time? Well, I'm feeling a lot of love and family around you, Sarah. I don't know if you're planning a family trip or a family get-together. I just feel family, family, love, love. Okay, I'll just pick a card. Okay. Oh, okay. So for Sarah, this is what I got, Sarah. It says, Sarah, surrender the drama. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. Staying centered will help resolve the issue more quickly. What is this issue? I don't know what this issue is. I can feel a little bit of a friction, like two different perspectives. I think you have, I don't know why I have two females. I don't know if it's your two daughters, because I just felt family and love and trying to get everybody together, like the same space, an event. I don't know, it felt like it was outdoors. And yeah, okay, let me look at that again. No matter how emotionally charged the situation, remain calm and don't contribute to the drama. And I do feel you're really good at that, Sarah, because I have a connection to you and the outdoors, and that you're very grounded. You're very grounded, and you're very, what's the word I want to say? Intuitive and like focused, like you know what's going on. Like you're aware. And you're wise enough not to necessarily get involved, but like I'm being shown that like you're looking from the like the background, kind of watching things unfold, and that's really important. It says staying centered will help resolve this issue more quickly. Okay, what's this resolved? Let me just feel into it just feels like it's family. And there's some kind of, I don't know if, what is it? Trying to find the right date, trying to find the right time. Don't know if I can make it. I just keep hearing that, like working something out, so we're all there together. And it's people that you care about. And I see your grandchild. So that's why I'm saying your daughters. I feel your grandchild there. I just want to show you that picture again. You can see kind of the drama in the background. So that gentleman's kind of like holding that. I'm going to call it like a sort of light, like wisdom of knowing when to stand back and when to come forward. And there's those, they look like wolves to me, ready to charge forward. But this gentleman is wise enough and has the wisdom to just kind of let the situation work itself out. That's what it is. Let the situation work itself out. Okay, let me just see if there's anything else for Sarah. I don't know. I keep going, you got this. You got this. It's like, don't get dragged in. You got this. Just go back to your center. Go back to your center. It's like, and it's like this. It's like I'm seeing you meditating. go back to your center. You'll know what to do. And I'm going to leave that with Sarah with all my love. Thank you, Sarah. I hope that was helpful for you. My next one's going to be Diana. Diana. I'm going to just clear the cards. Just want to make sure, because I've done it through. So I'm just making sure the energy's all good. And my intention is to get a message for the highest good for Diana. What she most needs to hear right now. What she has to let go. Okay? To find that fulfillment. To move forward on her path. With clarity, focus, and vision. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is a beautiful one. This one is for Diana. Surrender to wonder and awe. Open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. This attitude will keep you connected to the ecstasy of flow. All right, let's see if I can explain that for you. So again, open to the magic of every moment and sense the awe and wonder in all of life. So for that, again, with that I connect like joy, like the miracle of life. Like, look at every green leaf on that tree. Every leaf is unique. Every branch is unique. And all those little pieces that look so simple come together to create this magnificent tree that's rooted in the ground, that brings oxygen to the planet, that gives homes to the animals, that bears fruit, acorns for the animals, that allows nests to be built for birds. So it's just seeing that simple awe and joy and magic in everything you see. Like, you know, you can look at there's a green lawn. Well, no, that green lawn is made out of, I don't know, thousands, millions of blades of grass in the soil. What's under the soil? There's worms, there's ants, there's like everything is a miracle all around us. Every single thing. Even something as simple, as simple as, let me just, as my crystal angel here. It looks simple, but, right? This fluorite came out of this ground. An artisan carved this angel. This angel went to the store, right? I happened to go to that store. This angel is now in my study, helping me with the energy in my space, my mediumship, etc. So there's wonder and awe around every single thing. It's just taking the time. A lot of people call this awakening. That's what awakening is. And I mean, like, look at your pet, look at your anything, look at your hand, so just take your time and it's like seeing things from a new focus or a new lens, and just practice that, like walking in nature, talking to your family, like really look at people. When people are speaking to you, listen to the words, listen to the tone. Don't rush to have a response to say something back. Really be in that current moment and say, with gratitude, thank you, divine, for this journey. Thank you for these lessons. Thank you for these experiences. I'm indeed blessed. And I try and do that every single day. I have a gratitude journal where I write down all the things I'm grateful for. It just changes the way you look at the world, how you interact with others, and how you just experience your journey. Because it's all about, our journeys are all about, spiritual evolution, understanding who we are, understanding our soul within, and understanding that in the end, it's all about love. That's it. Love. And I know that seems simple, but love, there's much more to love than just love, the word. And it's all about exploring love and forgiveness and unconditional love and sacrifice and, understanding and learning. And that's what love is, all those things. and we're loved regardless. We're always loved. We're always loved. There's never a question about that. We're always loved unconditionally. Then we have the divine spirit. We have our guides to support us. We have angels to support us. We have nature. We have everything. Like we should be just so thankful for just this moment in time. So I hope I was able to express how important having surrender, wonder, and awe is in your day-to-day life. And when you know, you don't necessarily have to study mediumship, but if you go down the spiritual path, you'll be even more and more aware of that. It'll just like, boom, it'll just blow your mind. You'll see the world in a whole new way. So I hope that, let me see if there's anything else there for you, Diana. I don't know. I keep feeling like have you been feeling like you've been boxed in? I just feel like boxed in, boxed in, boxed in. It's like, you know, you got to open the windows, let in the fresh air, walk outside. I don't know. I just feel boxed in. It's musty in there. You need fresh air. You need sunlight. You need space, freedom to move, freedom to move. It's like you gotta get out there. I keep getting nature too. I keep getting flowers. Flowers are really important. I don't know if you have a flower garden, but flowers are important to you. Maybe you need to just go out and buy yourself a beautiful bouquet of flowers. I keep getting flowers for you. Isn't that interesting? It's funny, and the flowers that I'm seeing, they're almost like they could be lilies or trumpet flowers. They just have that shape like a trumpet. And it's funny when I say that, it's almost like the flowers are calling to you, you know? See our beauty, see our joy, see the awe, embrace it, embrace it. It's here for you. It's like, it's fresh pickings. It doesn't cost you anything. You just have to kind of like, you know, a new perspective. It's like putting on a different pair of sunglasses. You know what I mean? I keep getting, we're here for the picking. We're here for the picking. I don't know what that is. Is that a tiger lily? I'm not sure. I might be seeing a tiger lily. But flower. Oh, you just got a flower tattoo. Oh, okay. So those flowers are important, Diana, for you. Awesome. So you did get that message. Okay. Diana says, trap, not sure what the next step is. Okay. Diana said, lilies is one of my baby's birth flowers. Ah, there you go. Okay, let me just see if I can find something connected to that. Diana also says she has a flower tattoo for my miscarriages. Okay. I'm just getting, you know, with, I'm being told like with every spring is a rebirth. So it's like, I'm sure, I don't know, do lilies come from a bulb? I have no idea, but they're just showing, I'm just being shown a bulb. And it's like when you plant a bulb, you get to experience and watch the transformation and the growth. And I'm being given like a comparison, like on earth and nature and that a rebirth, and the same thing on the other side, that rebirth on the other side, going into spirit. Okay. And could I tell you, I'm just asking about the miscarriages, and it's interesting what I'm being shown. I'm being shown like, they look like little chubby cherubs. And so happy, like chubby cherubs. Like, just want to pinch those cheeks. So happy and vibrant, and I've never had this before, but cherubs. But it's interesting because they're making me feel that they have a connection to nature and they speak through nature to you, Diana. So I just want you to be aware again. I'm going to just say flowers again and nature. So there's something about this growth and rebirth is really important for you to witness and see, because your loved ones on the other side is saying same thing over here, same thing over here. It's just, it's more energy. Here it's physical, spirit world, it's energetic. So it's the same kind of thing. And they're just confirming their They're like transformation, they're rebirth, and they're blooming. Isn't that interesting? And I know they're together. Let me just see if it's interesting. I've never seen this before. I'm not quite sure what that means. And it's almost like the cherubs are like wearing little, what do you call that? Like a little, what the heck? I don't know what to call it. It's not a ribbon, but like, like you see bride-to-be, a sash. They're wearing sashes. They're wearing sashes. Isn't that interesting? I'm seeing one sash is pink, one sash is blue. And okay, and I think that I feel this connects in some way to their, like their earth experience, their contract. I've never seen that before. But basically what they're showing me, what they're telling me, for them, it's like the beginning, it's not the end. They want you to know that. Because again, I just keep getting growth, transformation. Okay. I'm just seeing the flowers again. Maybe I can see you. They are beautiful and healthy. And could I tell you, like when I see their skin, it's like, it's almost like a pure white, like it's like angelic, their colors, and then pink cheek, like it's angelic. That's the only way I can describe it. Like a cherub, angelic. And they're saying to me, like, they have a purpose. They have a purpose. They're telling me that. They have a purpose on the other side. It's continued growth and rebirth and beauty. And again, I don't know if you've planted flowers around your home, but you've got to do that. And again, I'm getting bouquet. So buy a bouquet, and it's from them. It's from them. And they're also saying, we're going to nurture you. They're nurturing you. They're bringing that joy back into your life, right? Through your card, correct? They're taking credit for this message, actually. They're taking credit. It's like, this is our message to you. This is our message to you. And would a cherub not say that? Would an angel not say that? Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't know if you have an angel in your home or on display somewhere. They're just showing me an angel, and it feels like it's a like a statue or like a figurine of an angel. So they're just acknowledging that. Okay. And again, they're just bringing lots of light to you. And it's so interesting. They're showing like the light, but it's like around your crown chakra. Do you understand? Like they want you to, it's like receive this light. And it's almost like this, like receive this light that we're sending to you. And I'm going to leave you with all their love, Diana. Let's see what Diana says. They were very early losses and had to get surgery too many times for it. I know they're living very strong. Absolutely. Absolutely. And they're taking care of you. They just wanted me to say that they're taking care of you too. Yeah. And they're saying, they're just showing me like a tie, like a cord, and they're saying it's never broken. It's never broken. And they're so gentle, their energy. If you notice, like I get quiet because it's so pure. When I work with, little ones, it's just so pure. For me, it's almost too overwhelming for me, to tell you the truth. But it's so beautiful. All right. And Diana says, thank you. You're so welcome. And she says, I have 2 little knitted butterfly memorials for them. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Because it's like the angels, the butterflies, these wings are really important. That's lovely. I'm going to add, who asked me? Oh, Cheryl. Okay, so I have Sally now. I'm hoping Sally's still here. I'm just going to clear the cards. This is a card for the highest intention for Sally, what she needs most to hear now, something that she has to reflect on, let go of, or embrace, depending on what the card is. Okay, for Sally. Wow, I feel a lot of, just when I said your name, I feel like I'm just trying to interpret this. At first I was going to say grounded, but it's always heavier than grounded. It's like, boom. I just felt this bit of a weight. Okay, let me just see what the card is. Okay, this is for Sally. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, this card looks like it does resonate with what I was feeling. There's your card. Look at that beautiful picture. Surrender to the magic of who you are, Sally. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with a uniqueness and worth that comes from just being you. There you go, Sally. I don't know if Sally's still here. That's what I was feeling. Like, if you look at that image, look how light doesn't she look light? How else can I say it other than light? It's like, like when you're walking, it's not heavy-footed. It's almost like a gentle connection between your foot and the ground, like a gentleness, almost like movement of respect. I don't know if that's the right word, but that's what she's making me feel that you need right now, because as soon as I connected with your name, I felt a real heaviness, like, oh, almost like kind of like cement. Again, it feels like something weighed down, weighed down, weighed down. I just keep getting that. And I do feel that your thoughts, your Sally, if Sally's saying I'm here, and already crying. Oh, Sally. Sally, can you is this something to do with like your state of mind or your mindset? Am I correct or am I off on that? Like, I feel in some way your thoughts or what you're thinking are kind of like holding you in this space of heaviness, which is not your authentic self, who you are, right? Here's your authentic self, that magical part of you. And I feel that it just feels like your mind, you're thinking, you're going over your head. That's keeping you stuck, keeping you heavy. So again, okay, let me just see exactly what. It's that lightness in being. Why does that sound like it was a movie or something? Your husband died recently. Okay. All right, thank you. And look in the background there, right? There's a beautiful unicorn. Actually, it's a white horse, but to me it looked like a unicorn. Okay, so hold on here, Sally. Okay, everything feels heavy to me. Okay, I was like, oh, like that. And it's your mind. Your mind affects your emotions, which affects everything. Okay, let me just see. Well, I'm feeling immediately, I don't know what's in the card. Oh, she's wearing pink. I feel an awful lot of pink around you, and love is being directed towards you, Sally. And it's almost like this heaviness. This is you, and then kind of like your auric field goes out a little bit, and then it's like this pink is just outside you, like trying to come forward, trying to come forward. But of course, with grieving, what happens is we kind of like, and of course, I know I've experienced this too, and I'm not saying it lightly or anything. It's very dramatic. It's life changing, etc. But you kind of like, you shut down. That's what happened. I just shut down. I couldn't deal with anything. You kind of shut down, you block yourself. And then slowly what happens is your mind kind of lets a little bit out. Okay, that's enough. Then a little bit out. Okay, that's enough. That's how I did my grieving. Everyone's unique how they do their grieving. But I just want to confirm with you that there's a beautiful pink, it's like an aura hue, and it's just all around you. And I do feel that that's your husband's energy, comforting you, taking care of you, just confirming, you know, all's going to be well. And it's interesting because he's not even thinking about himself. He's thinking about you. And he's like, in a very like gentle voice, he's like, all is going to be well. He's just confirming. He just wants you to know that. It's almost like he's saying, you know, like don't give up. There's that little bit of hope there. You got to promise me. Just, you know, see that little spark. And it's interesting because that spark is within you. You understand that your soul, your light, your love. And this is what it's all about, your magic. Your magic is there, Sally. Your magic is within you. And your husband just reminding you that it's there. And it's just this, again, this pink, it's like a pink blanket of comfort and love and support. And I feel like he's protecting you in some way. Like, I got your back. I'm here. Everything's going to be okay. But at the same time, of course, right, we go through the grieving process. It's difficult. We do it in our own unique way. Let me just see. I'm also being shown like a lot of gray. So it's like the magic. See all the color here? That you need to, a bit of color. Like you need to add color. I just need to add color. And color for me means like people, conversation, food, fresh air. So he's just reminding you that it's like day-to-day life, right? He's saying to me like, you know, introduce a bit at a time, but don't forget. He just keeps talking about color all the time. Don't forget the color there in your life. That's the magic. That's the magic. Don't forget that. He's being very firm about that. He doesn't want you to shut that part of yourself down. He goes, because you deserve that. You deserve that, he's saying. It's funny what he's saying. He's like saying, you're a woman of many means. So he's making me feel that you're very, what's the word I want to say? Like you're, many means. Like you're like, I don't know if this is the right word, but kind of like you're a survivor. You know how to get things done, that you're flexible, that you have all these talents, and whatever needs to be done, that you can do that. So he's just kind of motivating you and just reinforcing that you've got this. You've got this. Let me just see if there's anything else, Sally. Showing me a lot of yellow too. He's saying to me, you know, get her to take her power back. Take her power back. He's saying she's a strong woman. She's just got to take her power back. Don't let her give up. He's saying that. Take your power back. He wants you to reach out. He's saying reach out. Reach out. It feels like it's a female. Reach out to a female. Talk to them. Talk to them. He wants you to talk. 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 He just keeps saying talk. Conversation. He's like, tell them to shut up. Just get them to listen. You do the talking. That's how he's saying it like that. You know, sometimes people just fill in space. They're afraid to have the quiet. Tell them, you know, all I want you to do is just listen and then just talk. He's saying something about getting this talkings out. Allowing some things out is important for you. So he's like, he just wants you to get your sounding board. And he keeps saying, but tell them to shut up. Tell them to shut up. They don't have to make it better. That's not the point. He's just saying it like that. Okay. He's also saying to me that he's around at nighttime. At nighttime, he's saying. It's almost like he's seeing you get into it, like he's tucking you in. There's something about tucking you in. Tucking you in. Something about nice nighttime. Like it's a very, what's graceful time? That's a strange word, but it's like, it's a very magical, graceful, almost like spiritual time, like divine time when you go to sleep. And I do feel like he's around you then when you're sleeping. Like I just feel him like around your bed, your space where you are, like he's checking in on you. And I know he's working on coming to you in your dreams. So just be aware of that. Don't force it. Just let it come. And if you wake up and it's like, oh my God, I felt like he was right there and I was talking. Well, yes, you were. So don't question that. He is smiling. He's smiling. He's like, I don't know if you've not spoken to him yet, but he's just saying to me, thank you. He goes, that's enough for now. He does it. Don't give her too much. She won't remember it all. He's like, that's enough for now. He goes, he's like this, that link never broken. That link never broken. I love you. Thank you. He's thanking you for everything. Thank you for your loyalty, your dedication, your sacrifice. So he's just acknowledging how difficult it was for you. And he knows that. He goes, I know how difficult it was every step of the way. He's saying it just like that. I know. And it's important you know he knows. And he's saying, you know, that's going to come back like tenfold in love to you from me. And he's saying, you know, because you deserve it. It's your birthright. He's just talking about this unconditional love flowing to you. And he's just saying, you know, never question that. And it's like he's saying, you know, if you need me, I'm there. If you need me, I'm there. It's almost like whistle, I'm there. If you need me, I'm there. I'm there. I'm there. I hear you, I'm there. I hear your thoughts. I'm there. And I love you too. I don't know if you still have his clothes or I don't know why he's talking about trousers and a belt, but I'm just going to mention that. I don't know if you have his trousers and a belt in your closet or you have his belt or he's mentioning that or there's something about trousers and a belt. But okay, I just wanted to mention that before I let him go. He's just saying again, lots of love. He's like love on a cloud. Like he's blowing the cloud to you. Love on a cloud. And I'm going to leave you with all his love, Sally. I'm so glad that makes Sally saying that this makes so much sense. Every word. Oh, that's so lovely. Very gentle. He came in very gentle. And his whole intention was just to let you know that he's there. He's comforting you. That he's fine, and he's going to be there with you every step of the way. It's almost like to get you back on your feet. Okay, and I'm going to leave you with all his love, Sally. Thank you so much for the privilege of allowing me to connect with your husband. Quite the privilege. Thank you so much. And then I think the last person I have, I don't think anybody new came, is Cheryl. So I'm just going to, okay. Okay, so I'll pick a card for Cheryl. tension, something that she might need to hold on to, or perhaps embrace. Oops, I'm not going to take that because it fell, so let me just do that again. This one's for Cheryl. All right. Oh, you're so what? Remember, it's not necessarily me. It's your husband wanting to come through. It's the spirit world, so it's my privilege to work with them. Nothing really about me. I just got to be good and be a clear instrument and be authentic. Okay. Okay. So this one's for Cheryl. I'm just going to keep... Okay. Okay. For Cheryl. Peace. Okay. All right. So this one's for Cheryl. And this one says, surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Okay. So again, addiction can be a lot of things. Addiction can be, I don't know, drinking too much coffee, too much sugar, on social media too long, watching too much TV, shopping too much. It could be so many different things. So let me just feel into this for you, Cheryl. And you know what? With addiction, to me, and what I'm getting, addiction is kind of like a little bit of a loss of control. So if you feel you're not in control of your life, often what will happen is someone will go towards something else where they can have control. Like, I don't know, I'm going to go to Tim Hortons all the time. I don't know. And then that's kind of your way to kind of comfort yourself, to like feel a sense of peace, etc. Maybe it's shopping. Some people like buying purses, buying shoes, whatever it could be. So there's something right now that I feel is comforting you in some way. Can you take that, Cheryl? Can you take that, Cheryl? Is there some part of your life right now where you're trying to find comfort or exploring this sense of, I don't know, I'm just keep getting comfort or control or, oh, that's nice. Larissa said, Sully's reading was absolutely incredible. I'm blown away. Glinda's asking for a card. Is Cheryl still there? Okay. I'm not sure if Cheryl's still there. So I just feel that there's something that you're trying to find the comfort you need. I tell you, I still feel like there's some kind of decision not being made. What is this? It's like I'm over here instead of here. That's what it feels like. I'm over here instead of here. Okay, let me just find out, Cheryl. Yes, I can take it. Okay. There's something you're avoiding doing. Is that correct? I don't know. Why does it seem like paperwork or office work, or there's something that has to be taken care of that it's almost like you're putting it over there to avoid doing it. Does that make sense, Cheryl? She said she could take what I said earlier, which I've totally forgotten what I've said, but okay. By any chance, is this connected with like, I don't know, like I don't know, lawyers or the government or like taxes, or I don't know why I'm getting this, like some kind of protocol that you have to follow, and it's just like over there, you're just ignoring it for now. I don't know, I'm getting something strange about that. I'm not quite, I want to say the law, but I don't think it's necessarily the law. I think it's just something that needs to be followed through. like follow the protocol, the rules, and it just being kind of sitting there. Deaths in your family. Okay, thank you. Okay. Because I keep getting, yeah. And there's some kind of, a little bit of avoidance of that, right? Oh, wow. It's pretty heavy duty. I just feel it kind of weighing on you. Like it's heavy. It's like, oh, like heavy duty. It's almost like, you know, here you are, la, 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 la. And then when you go there, it's like, oh, it's like this heaviness kind of comes over you, and decisions and thought and logic. And it's like, oh. So I can see how it's kind of, you want to deviate away from that. I understand that. Okay, let me just see. Isn't that the funniest thing? I was just kidding. It's like, take the top off the box, empty the box, deal with it, put it back in the box, put the lid on, and get rid of it. It's like that. It's kind of like, you know, it's about, it's the frame of mind. You know, it reminds me of when I have to do the taxes and I got to get all the paperwork. It's like, oh my Lord. But I tell you, once you do it, it's like, oh, I can finally breathe. So it's that whole idea. Get it out. It's like, get it out. Organize it. Do it. Pack it up. Get rid of it. It's gone. It's gone. It's trying to make it like gone. Then whatever you store it, you put in a file, it goes where it needs to go, and it's all cleared up. Then your plate is clean. Your plate is clean. You can do whatever you want. Because I feel that this is bogging you down it's bogging you down in some way. So when that happens, sure, you know, it's taking up positive space, positive energy for you. So, what do they want to say? It's just like matter of fact. It's like, get the box, empty the box, take off the lid. Okay, what else? What else will... I just keep getting, get support. I almost feel like if you could get somebody to help you with it, then the task wouldn't be so daunting. I do feel it's a female. Feels like a female. Possibly like a sister or it feels like a sister or a cousin or... And it's like, it doesn't even matter if they don't do anything. It's just like being at a table and kind of organizing stuff in piles and whatever, even if they're just sitting there. Like they could make you a cup of tea or a coffee or whatever, or get you a snack just to kind of loosen the load, that kind of heaviness for you. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, same thing with me and the grieving. When I lost my parents, I know that's, and again, it feels like what I just said to Sally or someone I can't remember who, that my strategy for that was you just let out a little bit at a time. You don't rush. You let a little bit, it's like reality. Okay, that's enough. No more. Da-da-da, you know, whatever, go for a few days. All right, a little bit of, all right. That's enough. I did that for a long time. I don't think I've let it all out yet. And I think, what, my dad's been gone maybe 4 years. My mom 3. And that's how I process things. Because I think, you know, if you let it all out, you're going to blow up. Like, I feel like I'm going to self-destruct. So I just let it a bit out. So maybe that's, yeah. Okay. I don't know if, I hope that was helpful for you. Let me just see. I'm getting almost like kind of like a different frame of mind. Instead of it being a burden, it's kind of like, I was just getting something like when you do it, it's kind of like last respect. It's almost like, an act of unconditional love, an act of like, devotion, and like it's almost like, you know, doing the last chapter in a book. Like there's a beautiful book, their life, and just finishing up all this stuff that you got to do is like the last chapter, then you can just close that beautiful book, put it on the shelf, and that's like your final dedication to them. It's so interesting. They're showing it that way to me. It's like the way that you're looking at it. Okay. And it's like when you're ready. And you're making me feel like it's multiple people. So it would kind of be like, you know, one individual, then the next, like lump things, right? Not the whole thing, but. And that's where I feel like having support. And I just see this big table, like all this paperwork and stuff. And then all you're going to do that day when you have someone there to keep you company, make you a tea or a coffee, give you some cookies, chat with you. All you're going to do is kind of group it. This individual, this, and just group things. And that's it. There's one day. Then when you're ready and you're going to focus on a certain individual, then you just take that. Not everything. Leave the rest. And then when you're ready, that might even be a really good thing even to try like meditating and just getting in the right frame of mind. I'm just trying to think of some things that I did. What did I do? Like I would just, you know, if there was something that I needed to do, I would just, you know, yeah, what would I do? What would I do? You know what? I think at the very beginning when I was fresh, I didn't think a lot. I just went through the motions and I did what I had to do. And then slowly as time went on, then I changed my it's like your brain's frozen. It's not processed. It's like, blah, I'm frozen. I can't think anything. I'm just going through the motions. And then slowly, it's almost like a slow melt of your mind. And then you can kind of let a few positive things in. And then you can, you know, I would think of funny things, happy things with my dad. And then I would, you know, go drive and see my mom and not let that, you know, affect my mood or affect how I took care of my mom or anything like that. I don't know if that's helpful for you. I'm just going to say you're going to know when you know, and maybe it's something, again, you just want to meditate on and say, you know, help me discern when the right time is to begin this. Right now, I just don't feel ready. Or you could even ask, like, give me a sign when it's time to start working on this. You know, you could even ask for a sign. It could be a butterfly. It could be a bird. It could be anything. And just say, you know, send this sign to me when it's time to start. That I'm just having, you know, a difficult time right now. Maybe it's just meditating and, you know, connecting in with your loved ones in spirit and just feeling their energy and feeling comfortable knowing that they're okay and just getting over that shock part. Yeah. I wish I could share more with you, Cheryl. I'm not an expert in grieving by any chance. Everyone does it their own way. I just feel, you know, your loved ones in spirit kind of are looking for you to get it over with, because they're just saying to me that it will open space for you for growth and to help you to move forward on your journey. But again, they're saying that's your choice when you're ready. Okay. And again, they're saying that don't do it alone. Have support. Do it in little blocks of time. And if I remember stuff like, you know, I would do something and then I would spend like a week grieving. And then I was okay again. And then I could go for it and then I went, you know, it was like it's just up and down. And you just, you know, you really, you're respectful for your own emotions. And you just say, you know what? I'm just not feeling well right now. I'm grieving. This is okay. I'm leaving it. You have that right to do that, right? You do what's right for you. Cheryl's just saying, I just need to take alone time to connect, but I've been sober with our family. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Cheryl, you're very helpful and thank you. I'm so happy to be here for what they need right now. absolutely. It's a journey, Cheryl. If you know anyone else like in your community who's grieving also, or if there's a grief circle you could join, that might assist you too. Yeah, it's challenging for sure. It's a process. And I wish you, the very best. And I send you lots of love and support. And, I'm, put out, just put out your feelers there to find the resources that you need that will support you on your continued journey. Be it a documentary, be it a book, be it, a grieving circle, be it, a loved one comes forward to help you. And don't be afraid too, if you need to say to your loved ones, I need time for me right now. This is really important for me. I have to recharge. And when I'm ready, I'll be back. So don't forget to do that, especially if you're, a people pleaser. You don't want to get burnout. All right. So I want you to take really good care of yourself. And that's from your loved ones in spirit also, as well as me. So they're just saying like divine time. What will be, will be. Yeah, divine time. And I'm going to leave you with all their love, Cheryl. I wish you the very best. You take good care of yourself. All right. And I think I have one more, Glinda, if she's still here. I'm just going to clear my cards. I'm just going to do that. I can feel they're getting weighed down from all that. Okay. Okay. And this is for the highest good of Glinda. Something for her to either release or for something for her to embrace, for her to move along on her journey right now. Okay. Okay, Glinda. So I'll show you yours. There's yours, Glinda. And it says, surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. And I just like to add in here, very often, or ego is fear. So when we have fear, right? Fear takes you to ego. Protect yourself. I'm afraid. They're out to get me, etc., etc. So again, it's when you have a gratitude journal, or you're writing about all the things that you're grateful for, it takes you to a place of unconditional love, right? Takes you away from fear and takes you in the direction of love. And of course, being of service to other is the greatest show of unconditional love for others, to be of service to others. And I really do believe, like, what you give, you get in return double-fold. I mean, I'm not doing this to get stuff back, but just like miracles happen, blessings come in your direction. Yeah, and it's, and coming from your heart 24/7, 7 days a week, 360, when the world is kind of so crazy right now, there's a lot of stress, there's like financial worries, leadership in the world right now, all these things going on. It's hard sometimes, fear just creeps in. We want to protect ourselves. We want to isolate ourselves. We might become a little grouchy, and all these things I go through too. We all do. And it's just a reminder, that it does take work. It does take work. It's the meditation. It's a gratitude journal. It's like, oh, my energy feels off. I've got to ground myself. I've got to get back to my heart. And very often when something's happening with a family member, I'll say to myself, before I say this, are these words coming from my head or my heart? And I find there's a very big difference if I'm just speaking from my head. They seem to be a little rougher. They seem to be a bit more aggressive. They seem to be a little more, I know better than you. But when it comes from my heart, it's kind of more open, it's softer, it's more emotional, it's open to the interpretation of the person receiving the information. So it's so different when you come from your heart. What else do I want to say here? Let me just feel into this. Glinda, I'm just, do you feel that recently you've been, like, you've had heartache, or your heart's been hurt, or there was something, some situation or words said that hurt you deeper than you thought? Why do I think there's something about something that's weighing on your heart? And another thing I just want to say about that, when something weighs on your heart, what someone else says, it's always really important to remember the words people say are a reflection of them, not of you. And very often I'll say to myself, wow. And I'm saying that in my head. I don't say anything. I go, wow, I can see kind of where they are in their awareness right now. And, I'll just, I'll let those words kind of fall where they need to fall, but I don't have to respond to those words in the same kind of energy, if you know what I mean. So it's a learning, I guess, to respond and not react. All right, I could feel that it's weighing on your heart, yes. So I hope you just heard what I said, where people very often, okay, another thing too, when you become spiritual and awakened and all that, we're much more sensitive to words and others. And sometimes what happens with family members and other people around us, the community, whatever, they misinterpret our energy. They misinterpret it as, oh, they're a know-it-all, or they're this, or they're a goody two-shoes. And it's not that we are, it's because our energy is like uncomfortable for them. So that happens very often. And you just got to be aware of that. They're reacting from a place of where they are right now, not from a place where you are. Doesn't mean that anyone's, better than the other. It's just that that's where they are. That's where they are right now. They can only give what they can give at that moment. The other thing to remember too is people say the strangest thing when there's this sense of fear or ego. Like, they say the craziest things and they don't even think about it. And I hate to say this, and I even do this. I'm better at this now. A lot of people are afraid to apologize. I don't know why. I don't know if they're afraid to apologize because you're going to think lesser of them, or they're going to look foolish, or some people would rather just let the harsh words lie on you rather than take responsibility for them. It's very odd. I don't quite get that. It's unfortunate because it's a bad reflection on them and that energy that they're carrying, and they're going to limit, their interactions with others if they continue to do that. Okay, let me just feel into this. It's your daughter-in-law. By any chance, Glinda, I hope it's okay I say this, was it somewhere around, was the issue kind of around her interpreting you as being pushy or controlling? Could be the opposite. I could have wrong who's being pushy and controlling, but I'm feeling like pushy, controlling. Kind of pushing their agenda. That might not necessarily be true, but that's how it was interpreted. Oh, I hope not. I hope I don't see your home note. Yes, it is. Oh, lovely. You got it, Glinda. Glinda just said, I hadn't thought about her energies being mismatched. Haha, she's done this twice with no apologies. But I'm starting to believe that it's her issue, not mine. Absolutely. Bravo. You got it. You got it. You got it. And these people that are like ego-driven, fear-driven, sometimes they just don't change. I hate to say it, Glinda. They just don't change. Right? So there might have been a misinterpretation, something about her thinking you're being controlling. Or that's what I was getting at. She thought you're being controlling or you wanted things your way, and it kind of, whatever, set her off. That's what I feel. I feel that she's, I don't want to use that word, but when people come from a place of fear, they're always looking for like negative, like trying to protect themselves all the time. So it isn't about you, and that's good. And that's something, I hate to say this, but it's something that you've just got to determine, how can I respond or interact in a way that's authentic to me without kind of releasing my integrity. Do you know what I mean? So you want to be authentic in a way that represents who you are. Like, you don't want to bend and move to make her happy. That's not your role. That's not your job. And you want to speak up for yourself. So it's like you've got to find that balance there, how you feel that you can interact with them. So I don't know what it is. I don't know if this just happens when you're alone together. If it does, don't be alone with her. I don't know if this happens maybe if you're just at her home, because she feels more comfortable and she feels she can just spout whatever she wants. So I'd like you to kind of just reflect on what are the commonalities when these situations happened. I'll give you an example. So for example, my daughter's very, very sensitive, and people misinterpret that. So if she takes her time like to respond, or she says it in a very gentle voice, some people think she's a pushover. She doesn't know what she's talking about, but it's the opposite. It's just like that gentle, smooth, loving energy just seems to annoy other people that are coming from ego. It's the weirdest thing, but it annoys them. They're attracted to you, but it annoys them at their house with others around. Okay, so there you go. It seems to be at their house. It's interesting that others are around too. Whew, that's kind of scary. That would scare me. So there's some, oh my goodness. How would I troubleshoot this? I would probably say to my partner or a family member that are also there, like, you got to be my backup here. Like if she says whatever, something that's kind of harsh, they can say something like as a bit of a joke, like lighthearted. I usually do that. I always do little kind of jokes like, oh my goodness. Like, I don't know, say for example, someone would, I don't know, I'm making this up, but I don't know, say I drop something, they might say, oh my God, you ruined that. What's wrong with you? Whoops, I'm a Butterfingers. I don't know if that's a good example, but kind of make it kind of lighthearted. Do you know what I mean? So you're saying something and you're just redirecting this angry, it's your fault, to this lightheartedness. Like, mistakes always happen. That's the way it is. I'm easygoing. So perhaps that might be a strategy for you, but I would definitely, meditate and think about that. And don't go down the road of, oh, she's stressed out. Oh, she had these hardships. Oh, who cares? That's her stuff. It has nothing to do with you. All you should be reflecting on is, how do you want to approach this situation so you can be authentic and, feel good, not feel like you're being put down, and still interact with her. So that's your homework, Glinda. How are you going to do that? Okay, so that's your homework, to come up with some strategies. Even just doing something like, if someone's kind of harsh and they say something, sometimes all you got to do is like just walk away and they kind of get the message. Whatever feels right for you. But and again, it's good to prepare and know what you're going to do in advance. Because like myself, something will happen. I'm like so shocked. I'm like a deer in the headlights. I don't even know what to do. You know? So it's have something planned, some kind of strategy, like a backup strategy, what will be done. I don't know if it's a good idea to talk to the partner, because then that's, you know, creating all the drama and all that. I don't think I'd go there. Some people do, and I think once you go there, you can never take that back. So if it continues, happens, just, you know, monitor and see what's working and what's not working. I'm just going to go back to your card again to see. And I think I mentioned this story. I'm just going to mention, it's kind of similar to this. I had a coworker at work, and they would never say hello or anything to me. Like, why do they hate me? What is it? It's so odd, you know? And so one day I thought, I'm going to do a test. I'm going to, from my heart, I'm going to send love to them. And I went, sending love to so-and-so. And that day they came up to me and say, how are you doing? How's your morning? And I was so shocked. It worked immediately, Belinda. So you try that and see, maybe next time you go to their home, just, you know, you just do it in your head and just send love from your heart to your sister-in-law and see what happens, how she responds. It worked immediately for me. I was totally shocked. So yeah, think about that. You can journal that. You can meditate on that. But try that one from your heart, just sending somebody love. And see if that works. It worked in me. I was shocked. I was like, oh, I wanted to tell somebody. Who am I going to tell? They're going to think I'm crazy. So I couldn't tell anybody, but it worked immediately. So again, like now that this has happened, if you go for a visit and you're thinking in your head, oh my God, it's going to happen again. Oh my God. So now you're putting those thoughts out there, right? That energy's there, and she could be picking up on that energy. It's like, oh, we got some conflict here, blah, blah, blah. And then she just responds. So just watch, your thoughts are so important, right? Set the intention before you go. Put that bubble around you, that bubble of protection. Only loving thoughts can come in and come out. Anything else, any harsh words, just bounces right off your bubble and back to them. Okay? So try one thing in the beginning, whatever resonates with you, and see if that works. But that heart thing, 100% worked for me. So that might be a strategy you want to try. So thank you so much for allowing me to do that reading in that card for you. So I'm going to thank everyone for coming. I stayed on much longer than I thought. I hope next week I'm going to be able to log in better. I was all over the place again. And I just want to give you my reminder here. I have some classes coming, circles coming up in July, and I haven't decided. I'm going to do my workshop on how to do soul readings either in June or July. I'm just looking at that now. I'd like to thank everybody. Oh, you're welcome, Glinda. She said, wow, and you were awesome. I'd like to thank everybody for coming. I appreciate your support, and so does the spirit world. And I'm just, in closing, I'm just going to share with you, remember to keep your heart wild and to keep your heart brave, and your imagination wild. It's all about magic, because anything is possible. So lots of love to everybody, and I'll see you next week. Thanks, everybody. I'll post this on my YouTube channel if you want to look at this again. Thanks, everybody. Take care.